Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is a bit of a hodgepodge video. First thing I want to do is just please pardon my gray hairs that are waving at you guys today. I get my hair did next week. I've been going 6 weeks between colors though, which is absolutely wonderful. And you know, as you know, that she lifted my color about 2 shades, which I'm loving. And I get highlights, extra highlights, probably about twice a year. So we have a cruise coming up in June, and I'll probably get, wait till then to get my highlights. But you can really tell when I'm, reaching the 6 week mark. So I just wanted to kind of apologize for that. Little bit of business there. Anyway, now that I've gotten that out of the way, the reason I'm coming to you today is to show you my outdoor kind of spring Easter decor. I'm going to show you a picture of the mailbox that we did very quickly with all old decor that we found in the garage for St. Patrick's Day. So let me show you a picture of that right here. Chris and I just took the stuff out of the bin, out of the garage. I fluffed up the bow and we threw it on the mailbox. Honestly, I don't have a mailbox cover for St. Patrick's Day. I don't have a lot for St. Patrick's Day. So that's the sum total of what I have to put on my mailbox for St. Patrick's Day. But after I'm done doing a little something here that I'll explain here in a second, we are going to go outside and I'm going to show you the outside front of our house for those of you who might not have seen it yet. And then I'm going to get on my scooter. I have to be honest, I was doing so well, you guys. My knee is so much better. I've been dealing with a little bit of plantar fasciitis, so that's been getting better since about Christmas time. So that's been getting slowly better. It takes a long time for that to go away, So I've been dealing with that, but it is getting better. And so all of that was getting better, and then I literally turned the wrong direction this morning and wrenched my lower back. So I'm telling you, aging is not for the faint of heart. And I'm not complaining. It's just like, I just get frustrated sometimes that, these things happen, as I know you guys do too. So if I'm moving a little slow, I am definitely going to get on my scooter and we're going to scooter down the driveway and turn around. And then I'm going to come back up the driveway, show you up the sidewalk. And a wreath that I very quickly put together last year and reused. I'll tell you about that when we get out there. Reused another spray that I had made for, I don't even remember whether it was for a wreath or for a cozy corner. To match the wreath, I have a big wreath sitting right here beside me. And for those of you who've been with me, you will recognize this wreath. And I can give you maybe a link to that original video where I put this, I'll show you this real quick, put this wreath together. You guys who have been with me are going to recognize this wreath. And I've had it for several years. And I made it originally to go in on my family room door that goes out to my patio here. But honestly, last year I took it outside and put it on the front porch. And I was looking back on pictures and I'm like, what is wrong with that? There's something, it's looking flat on one side of it. And I'm like, I don't know what happened to it, whether I made it like that to begin with and never noticed it, but I sure noticed it when I was looking through pictures this morning. And so the first thing we're going to do before we go outside is we're going to add a couple of things to this wreath. Believe it or not, I actually went downstairs. Yes, I went downstairs myself. Woohoo! And found some of the same florals that I had used for this wreath. So we're going to just hot glue some stuff into this wreath so that I can make it look a little better. It's looking a little tired. So we're gonna make it look a little prettier. And then I'm gonna go take it on the front door, put it on there, and we're gonna go out and get on my scooter and ride up the sidewalk and look at the flags that I have put up and that other wreath and very simple decor that I did for the front porch. So I'm not sure whether I will have a chance to do a compilation video of past Easter spring decors. I haven't pulled anything off, and I really want to get this up for you today or tomorrow. So I may put a standalone video up sometime in the future for, you know, past spring Easter outdoor decors. But I don't think I'm going to add that to this one because I think we'll have plenty to do in this video. So I hope all is well with everyone. I have not had a lot going on this week at all. Really at all. I've been just kind of hanging out and, you know, tweaking my decor here and there, saving my ivy table to do for on camera next week, and then saving my dough bowl there to do the next week. So, you know, just tweaking here and there and just relaxing and enjoying my time, you know, my quiet time, and just enjoying some time here at my house. So anyway, we're going to get started taking care of this wreath here and hopefully making it look a little bit more full in the one area. And I'll explain what I mean. I'll explain what I mean when I'm talking about here. So I've got my teacup here. I've got my hot glue gun. So let me get situated and I'll be right back in just a second. Okie dokie. Let me push this back just a little bit. And you can see, just by looking at my head, you can tell how big this wreath is. It is quite large. I have a hard time making anything small, you guys, when it comes to a wreath. I've got to be honest. But our house that's way back from the road, and our house is large, so I always want to have a big wreath on the door. I want people to be able to see it from the cul-de-sac. And as they're coming up the driveway, I wanted to make a big fat statement. So if you look at this thing kind of straight on, I think you can tell what I'm talking about. Can you see right here in this area how it looks kind of flat, you know? And it's bothering my eye. It really is bothering my eye. So I went down in the basement and I found, as I said, you know, all of the things that I used to make this wreath with, to begin with. So I'm going to see if I can't fill this wreath in just a little bit up in this area, and just so I can make it look more round in that area, so it doesn't look like it's somebody's put their hand on it and went, no, I want to smush it there. No, that's not what I want to do. I want it to be rounded and full up in that area. So let's see what I can do. I'm just going to pull that area over here, and we're going to work on this area here. I'm going to move very gingerly and very slowly. And I'm going to start out with some of these wispy pieces. I'm just going to add them. I'm going to be hot gluing everything today. I didn't even really tweak my bow. I really need to fluff it, but I'll get back to that. So I just want to add a little bit of bulk to it. Let's see, I already had this tied together with a tie wrap. I don't even know what I use this for, but I think it would be super pretty. Just kind of stuck here. And then we take some of these and add them in on either side. I feel better already. It's not making me happy. Let me turn it around here. Okay, let me work with it while I'm looking at it a little bit, you guys. I don't really want a floral up there because there's one in the bow. So I don't think that would look, well, maybe a small one up there mightn't look bad. Remember, it's going to be from a distance. I think I'm going to add one to the bottom down here. So that makes me feel a lot better already. Cut off a couple of more. For this wreath, you guys, more is more for me. don't want any kind of wimpy or minimalistic wreath hanging out there when we are so far away from the road. Okay, I think I'm liking that. Let me get all that glued in, and I'll get back and look at it a little bit. That is a lot better than it was. Everybody always asks me where I got this little wreath stand, and it's really not a wreath stand, it's really a easel that is used to set like canvases on to do painting, and I got it from Hobby Lobby. And if I can remember, I will put a link in the description. If I don't remember, just go to Hobby Lobby and search for easel, and you should be able to find it no problem. But don't wait till it goes on sale. It goes on sale every other week usually, so wait for that. Now I want to move down here, down to this other corner here, kind of that's cattywomp from the top. Oh, good job, Arlynn. There we go. That makes me feel a lot better. Boy, it was really bugging me earlier. There we go. Little simple additions can make a world of difference to my eye. And also, you know, my tastes change throughout the years. Obviously, I did it one way to begin with, but now I needed to have more done to it. And you know what? That's okay. That is okay. That's why I'm a crafter, you know, because I could, and why I make my own stuff, because I can change it and make it look the way I want to on the day. Oh my goodness, that's much better to my eye. Much better to my eye. It makes my eyes happy again. All right, there we go. All right, woohoo! I love it. So I'm gonna get my camera turned back this way and chat with you a little bit more, and then we'll go and have a tour of our outside. It is a beautiful day here in Virginia today. So it'll be a good day to go out there and take a look-see. Okie dokie, you guys. All right, oh boy, what was that, like 5-10 minutes of work? And I am super happy with it again. It really makes my eyes happy again. And it did to begin with, but for whatever reason, you know what? It may have had other things in it, and through the moving it on and off the door, birds flying in it sometimes, we've had to remove a couple of nests from this, you know, and there are times like I'll probably put this up today and then take it back down for a month or so, just because it's time for the birds to start making their nests. And sometimes they do like my wreaths for nests, or we go out and check and we see if a bird has been, you know, putting, you know, some nesting materials in there, and we do remove it. So, you know, I just don't put my wreaths out there to be, you know, a haven for the bird nests, honestly. So, But this will make a big statement as you're coming up the driveway, and you'll be able to see this from the cul-de-sac. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this. So, all right, that's going to do it for me for this week, you guys. Next week, I think I will come back with the ivy table, and I'm not sure if anything else, if I'll have anything else, because honestly, I'm, again, pulling back from my YouTube just a bit. And I'm only doing things when I have things to do. And as it is, I'm saving the ivy table to do it on camera so I can do a decorate with me, with you guys. And I'm saving my dough bowl so I can do a decorate with me. We don't have anybody coming by. If anybody's, just the kids. So it's okay if those couple of places sit. I have finished the living room and dining room, but all I did was set out a bunch of bunnies, and that's it. As you saw in the video with Maverick, I really didn't do a lot in there. So let me know if you guys would like a home tour, an Easter spring home tour. I'd be glad to do that for you if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing. And I guess that's it. So let me do my final words here. I would humbly ask you if you would consider subscribing to my channel here. I am still trying to grow my channel. I'd like to see those numbers click up. As I said the other day, I am human. I would sure like to see the numbers, you know, go up. It makes a girl feel good to see that people are interested, you know? So hit that subscribe button if you would, and then hit the notification bell if you never want to miss one of my uploads. And always remember to click that like, please. That really helps my algorithms, which I really don't understand that much, but hey, I've heard it helps. So if you would click that like, I would appreciate it. One of you guys, you're so sweet, told me, I clicked the like before I even watch your video, Arlynn, because I like every video you put up. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who come back again and again and again and again. I appreciate you guys so very much. You just don't know. You just don't know. I really feel like we have formed a great relationship here. No, I don't know every one of you personally, but I feel like you know me personally, and that's a good thing. That's what I strive for, is to be an open and friendly person and somebody that you feel like you want to come back and watch, you know, and hopefully I've been able to share some crafting and some bow making and some wreath making and some decorating and, you know, vignettes and whatever else that maybe have helped you through the years. So do subscribe if you've been watching but haven't taken that leap to hit the subscribe button. I'd sure appreciate it. And let me go into my final words and say thank you all so much for stopping in here today. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, don't go away. We're going to go outside and take a little tour. I'm going to put this on the door, and we're going to go outside and look around out in the front of our house and see what little bit I did out there. But until next time, y'all take good. I'm getting choked up. Why am I getting choked up? I don't know. Good care. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, everybody, here we are, and this is our outside of our home, and I wanted to kind of give you a ride up kind of in fast motion there from the mailbox, kind of to show you how far back our house sits from the road. We do live in a cul-de-sac, and it sits kind of at an interesting angle, and a story to tell you that I really haven't shared, I don't think, on any other outdoor home tour, is that when we moved in here, the builder allowed Chris to map out exactly how he wanted the house to sit on this lot. Of course, we do have neighbors to our right and to our left, but when you look out of the windows of our house, you cannot see, well, you have to crane your neck to see one neighbor out of the bay window in the living room. But other than that, you really cannot see any houses from, well, that's the only side window that we have. But even when I'm looking out of the front windows, I can't see the houses to our left or our right. So Chris really positioned this house on this lot beautifully. And they told him how far back he could put the house. When this was originally designed for a house, the house was supposed to be way back on the lot, almost to the edge of the lot, over like a stream, and I don't know, over the river and through the woods is pretty much. And it would have been beautiful back there, but at the time when we moved in here, we had dogs, and that would not have afforded us a backyard to put our dogs in. You know, not that we had them in the backyard, but we would let them out, you know, the backyard, and let them run around and stuff. But they were inside, Newfoundland dogs and a golden retriever. But I don't regret not putting it back there, to be honest with you, because I love being able to see it from the road. I love it at Christmas time. I love being able to decorate out here. And it looks, I think the cul-de-sac looks better with the house here instead of way back on the lot. So anyway, regardless of all that, I thought y'all might find that interesting that Chris actually measured everything out. We were out here with stakes and flags and a big measuring tape, and we measured this thing out, and the builder was wonderful. It was a custom builder, and it was a wonderful gentleman who let us just place this house on this lot however Chris wanted it, because I really couldn't have a vision of that. But anyway, regardless, this is it. The house will be 10 years old in November. Well, we moved in 2013, so it will be 10 years old this year. It doesn't look, it does it. I think it still looks really, really good. And, you know, as I say, it was a custom built home, although they had a model home like this house that actually had a sunroom on this side of the house. The model did, and we did not put the sunroom on. We didn't need, it's enough of a house as it is. We didn't need the sunroom too. So we did not add that, but we did add other things in the house that I've told you guys about. To tell you about the lights in the windows very quickly, I keep lights in the windows 24/7, 365 days a year. You know, bowing my head to all of the soldiers that fought in this area. All soldiers all the time, of course. I always thank all soldiers for their service. But our house literally sits on a Union encampment. And, you know, I am sure there were battles right here where we are sitting right now. And so the light in the window was what the people who were left at home, they put a candle in the window to help light their soldiers' way home. So that's why I put lights in the windows. Also, it is a sign of welcoming and friendship, and I always like that school of thought. So anyway, let's ride on up here to the sidewalk, and we'll ride down the sidewalk as we walked with Maverick the other day, and I'll explain a few more things to you. All right? All right. Okay, here we go on the sidewalk. Here's the wreath. I put this together last year, and actually that how I made that wreath is just a grapevine wreath, and that is just a spray that I had either on the Cozy Corner one year. I mean, you guys saw some of my earlier designs, but I have had that spray, which is just the greenery end for end put together, and I added the wispy florals and added in the same roses that y'all just saw me working with on the wreath that's on the door. This was my whole theme one year, so I've repurposed it for out here. Didn't spend a penny for that, and put that right back up. Now, to be honest, this has seen better years because this used to hang in the house. This is not looking too swift, but that's okay. It's hanging out here. It's going to get rained on and whatever else, so we're going to leave it, and it is fine. So cute little wreath for the light pole, and I haven't sprayed it. I do spray my stuff with you know, a water repellent, and I have not done that out here yet. Don't know whether I will. I'm not that worried about it, to be honest. It managed all year last year, so But then I got these couple of flags over in Harrisonburg, Virginia at a store called Snow and Ice over there. Got these last year. This is the second year. Let me fix my flag. Second year for these flags. They are beautiful. You can see the cardinals and all the birds on there. Just so pretty. And then this big flag matches. And I just love it. Excuse the wind if you can hear that in the camera there. So the arbor, the flag arbor, you guys, is not available. I got that at Plow and Hearth years and years ago. It is no longer available. I cannot find it. I found it once on Amazon or online, and it was extremely expensive. I encourage you to do your own searches for that, and I have searched and have not been able to really find anything that looks like that. So even though I do love it being in here, and I'm sorry I can't give you any links for this. I need to fix it because it's driving me crazy. There we go. No, I'm not picky at all, y'all. Not picky at all. Now we're gonna head on up here, and these spinners I also got from Plow and Hearth. One, we used to have a Plow and Hearth outlet here in our town. Well, that's since closed. The COVID took it out. And one we got over, there's a big outlet center on the way over to Harrisonburg, Virginia, as a matter of fact, and that's where we got the other one. I don't think I can find these either, but they do have all kinds of spinners at Plow and Hearth, so if you want to go to plowandhearth.com, you could certainly find one. Very pretty one, I'm sure. You see all kinds of little tiny statues and whatnots in the flower bed. We have had these for years, brought all these little lights over from our other house, actually. And you also see lots of lights. We have, those are all solar lights, by the way, as you can see the little solar panel there. We also have uplights and spotlights and wash lights. And some of the uplights light up the trees, like there's one underneath that tree right there. The wash lights wash the house. And of course the spotlights spotlight different things in the flower beds. And Chris installed all that lighting, and it comes on automatically at dusk and stays on for 6 hours, and then goes off automatically every day. And this house looks really pretty. It's lit up like that, very subtly lit. If I can insert a picture of it at night here, I'll do that right here so you can see it at night. It's super pretty at night, and Chris did all of that. He installed all of that special lighting. Also, too, the lights in the windows, I wanted to mention, they it was a package that our builder offered called the Holiday Light Package, and all of those lights have a special outlet beside each window, and all of those outlets are ganged together onto one switch, and I can turn all of the lights off, all of the window lights off with one switch. Anyway, that's just a gazing ball. Got that from Hobby Lobby many years ago, and it just brightens things up in here. We don't have any leaves on the trees quite yet, although the trees are budding, and the flowering trees are really budding. Here I have a little bunny flag, and this little fella I got from Occoquan, Virginia, from a craft show years, and oh my land, you all, that thing's probably 30 years old. It's just a pick. And then, as you know, Stacy gave me this little stand and sign. I do have some of those signs in my Amazon shop, so you're welcome to look. They take a while to get here, and they don't have a lot of them, so or they didn't. I haven't checked lately, to be honest. And then here's our little front porch, and there is that wreath. And I am in love with this wreath. I think it looks super pretty and really makes it nice. Here we are up on the front porch, and this sign is kind of a felt kind of sign. It was meant to hang outside, but it is ancient. Got that from the pottery along with the stand that it's on. Years and years and years ago. This sign will probably be retired maybe after this year, although it's going to be hanging outside, and it looks good from a distance. Just don't get up too close to it. Then this is a funky bow I made, I don't know how many years ago, but it matches it beautifully, so I just put that on the top of this little stand. Then as you can see, I've got my wicker chairs out here and the wicker table. And I've had these since we lived in our other house. These are over a decade old. Still look in really, really great shape. And as you can see, I have teal colored cushions on the chairs. And then these beautiful black pillows with birds and pops of pinks and oranges and yellows and blues on those pillow covers. I just love these pillows. And then there's the wreath, which I'm very, very, very happy with. Love it. And then I do have faux plants sitting in my grandmother's milk cans. Those milk cans are ancient, literally. 30s, 40s, 50s vintage. And the plants are from Hobby Lobby. I just got tired of losing my plants out here, you guys. Everything dies out here. It's very sunny and bright every morning, and it was just hard to grow anything out here on this front porch. So a year or so ago, I just decided to put faux plants out here, and it looks pretty, and I love it, and they don't ever look bad. Then you can see the little Happy Easter sign. There's no place like home, little rug. And then over here, you can see that I did a lantern topper. Again, out of the same materials that I made the wreath out of. And I don't remember, I might have just made this after the fact to put out here. I don't remember when I made it. And then just a Happy Easter sign there. So everything looks so pretty out here. Very, very, very subtly decorated. Nothing over the top. Except that wreath is pretty large and in charge, but I love it like that. So, all right, you guys, that's going to do it. That's going to do it as you look down the sidewalk and out the front yard. It's a beautiful day here in Virginia. Just a beautiful day. So I'm grateful for every day we have like this, and I just hope it gets better and better. And anyway, all right, you guys, I'll see you next week sometime. Love y'all bunches. Take care now. Bye-bye.